Alright, so we're doing a through three analysis in Champ 2 by Matrix here. Keep in mind, Matrix isn't actually Champ 2 himself right now in threes, but he was playing in a Champ 2 lobby. So we'll be checking out some mistakes that, you know, should help everyone out to try to get out of C2 or Champ 1. Yeah, we'll be seeing what we can do. Okay, the first thing I'm already going to mention here, the kickoff I don't really go into too much anyways, so we'll ignore the kickoff, didn't look that bad. But you're on 0 boost here, very early on. You're like, we're on 12, we're on 0, we're still on 0, we're still, okay, on 23, we're in position, we're playing kind of slow. And the moment I notice you're slow, you do get demoed instantly. But let's just go back to the start here. Let's look exactly what you did wrong. So right here, this is when it begins, right? You're off the kickoff. You're really low boost. You have to go look at a boost line to take basically. Okay, so basically you can either take this line right here, which one pad is already taken, or you can like kind of like take this one, get nice in the back post, if you will. Either one kind of works right here. You could potentially move into the play right here because you never know, your teammate might miss the ball here. So I guess either works. But what you basically do here is you just flip kind of next to it. And actually, this one was actually here. Looks like that was a replay bug. So you would have had 3 boosts right here. Whilst you're going back, you're checking out the play. You flip right here. Whilst you're checking out the play, and we see you have to go in. We don't have to. Okay, we get into the goal. We're in front post. Ferg M or Ferg S rather. Might have to go into back post based on where the ball is going, but it looks like he's going to be able to push the ball forward, so you won't have to. So then you'll be just pushing forward right after here and get back into the play straight after. That being said, let's look exactly what you did again. So how did you avoid the boost here? Right here, you're on course and you diagonal flip on the left here, which actually makes you dodge them. So if you just did a normal diagonal flip to right, or a speed flip to that side, I think you would have just gotten it. You would have been on course, but yeah, maybe it's a bad habit of just always flipping to the left that did this. But yeah, you gotta make sure that when you're getting back and you're on low boost, you actually take a pad line. Because if you don't, if you just solely rely on the big boosts, you will be punished more often than not. Yeah, anyways, we try to get into position here. We are playing a little bit slow. That was a really good demo, and I don't really blame you too much for that at this level. It is a really good demo here. I wouldn't really expect that too much at this level. But yeah, we're gonna have to force ourselves to play a little bit faster after we see that kind of demo from our opponents. That's fine. Get the boost there. Nugget misses here. You're on low boost. Just make sure to get some pads here. Eventually get 1, 2. Okay. Playing really slow though. You're outside of the play here. You're outside of the play. You're not within the play whatsoever. You're not third man either. You're actually second man. Right there. Okay. So right here, basically, you are playing too far away from the play here. You're probably really desperate to maintain your boost here, but keep in mind you can also flip. You don't have to flip always when you're moving up forwards. You know, when your opponents look like they can hit the ball, you don't want to flip because if they hit it over you, that's not ideal. That being said, your teammate's on the ball here. Your teammate's just on the ball here, so you can actually move up, and you should be closer to play here. Nugget does look like he's sneaking up too much here on the side. In fairness to you, so that might make you not want to push up. But as a general consensus here, I want to make sure we're a little bit closer to play here. Flip to that play. You're on 20 boost. When you get to that play, you can maybe use it when it gets to you, but yeah, don't be too afraid to flip to the play when there's no danger. Okay, but yeah, we stay on low boost for a little while here. Take that pad, that's good. 36 boost, we're on the backboard, we're finally ready to hit the ball probably. Oh no, we whiffed. That is a mechanical mistake. There's not too much to analyze there, just mechanics there, maybe the confidence because you've been on low boost for such a long time. Okay. Oh no, you've been on the backboard again now. You've fluffed it again. You actually hit the ball here, but you cannot hit that straight down to the opponent. 2 times you should have already conceded in the first minute, mostly due to your own mistakes here. If you want some advice on where to put this ball instead, right here, off to the side, off to the right side, whether it's back or forwards to Ferg S, it doesn't matter, but you could even try to clang this as far as upfield as possible without even looking for a teammate. That's always, you know, option C. You should just clang it forwards without too much intent to move actually the play forwards, and rather just hope for the best, hope that your opponents mess up. But yeah, just a poor touch there. Okay, you're on the right side, respectable for a guess. Is a little bit too much in a risky position here. You're not in too bad of a spot. Once you notice that your teammate moves up like that, you make sure that from now on we don't get into too much of a presumptuous passing position. I'm gonna take that into account. Okay, we're doing okay now. We're in a decent position. Teammate's gonna try to hit that mid. You're there. Okay, not your fault there. Unfortunately, your teammate looks like he has no respect for you, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, I get you were pretty awkward. You've been on 0 boost for a long time, but this is definitely one of those scenarios where you boost pad collection becomes really crucial. You got one teammate back. Maybe you're just hoping that he will be able to clear it. You can already see our opponent, your third teammate rather, is all the way upfield. He cannot get back whatsoever. If your teammate gets beaten here, that's a free goal, and it is, and you concede. Now, how could you avoid this goal? Well, so I guess first of all, not missing that pad, but that was a little bit awkward for you, so I can kind of understand this one. But honestly, you have to turn right here and take that pad right in front of you, and you have to be in a back post on 12. That is your only real option there. Just hoping for the best, going for the corner boost that isn't there. It's yeah, not the optimal play there. Okay. Get them it again there. It's again a really good demo by your opponent here. But not the first time they've done this, so you gotta kind of expect it. Try to, I guess, jump around, try to wave dash around a little bit. Just moving around a little bit quicker, but I think a lot of those demos you'll actually avoid by having a little bit of a better pad collection. Because so far, that's been your biggest thing so far. It's just being on low boost, so you kind of force yourself to play pretty slowly, generally speaking. Okay, right here, you are not allowed to move up right here. This is not a free ball. A ball going into the midfield. Your opponents should have an easier time going for this, in fact, than your teammates, if they're in position. So this right here, moving up like that, is a criminal defensive decision right there. You deserve to be conceded on for that. You should be going behind your teammate. Try it one more time. Right here. You take that pad, you move into the goal, get ready to prepare for a shot or something that goes off the backboard, and then make your defensive play afterwards. That was a very just very bad positioning there, defensively speaking. Okay, this isn't completely your fault, I would say, because your teammate does again push up pretty far. That being said, we have seen him push up pretty far before, and generally speaking, when you spawn from the demo here, right here, you look at the boost not there, you're AFK for a second here, but that's fine. The closest boost pad you're right next to is actually this one right here. So if you move up, you should be probably going right here, seeing where you have to go afterwards. Just make sure we're looking at the ball, because we need to just see the pads right here, we see them, and then right after, we put ball cam on and we pay attention to where the ball is going, right? But first you need to go for this boost, and then for this boost pad, and then we decide where we go after. We have to go for this one. Depends really. That guy takes that one, so I guess we wouldn't be taking that one. But I would definitely go to this boost pad right here, because or else you're gonna be a bit of a tough spot. This boost is pretty far away, and if you want to be really responsible, you would have gone for this boost if you're playing really responsible. But again, yeah, teammate, a very poor push there as well. So I can't blame you entirely for this goal whatsoever. So yeah, we move on. And that's why your teammate goes AFK. Okay, we can look at the different game now, because we've got two half games that Majors wanted me to look at here. So we'll look at game number 2. Right, here we go for the corner boost. Nice, you get off the wall here. Okay. A little bit of a lope approach here. Right here, you should be able to tell that you have to probably double jump, or like fast early, if you will, off that back wall. But that's not too bad. A whiff there. Unfortunately, your third was in the midfield. Unfortunately, this is not really too much of a mistake. A little bit of a mechanical error here, but for the most part, you really couldn't have done much to avoid that goal defensively speaking. Yeah, your third Nugget just kind of, yeah, really was just not in defense for some reason. So unfortunate. The only thing I want to say here is I don't know why you push forward right here. You could just turn back. Okay, double commit, you let your teammate go. That's nice. Adaptability there. Okay, okay. Yeah, your teammate really, for some reason, has just no faith in you whatsoever. It is a shame. Bit of a wild teammate you got in this match, but you know, we'll try to do the best what we can with it. So for now, you get that corner boost. Nicely done. Could have tried to steal this left mid one, because we heard our opponent come in here, so we could have boost starved him a little bit, but not that bad of a mistake, I'd say. You're at least keeping yourself in position. So it's not too bad what you're doing whatsoever. Okay, that works out for you. Okay. It has that, we're in the goal. Put ourselves a little bit awkward, but you made up for it. What a save right there. It was a really good save by you. But let's mention again, your pad collection. You're on pretty high boost here, but you're literally driving between every single boost here. And yet you end up on 48 when you're in the goal, but which isn't that bad, but you really should be on a lot more considering the boost you're actually on. When you get back like this, with these kind of boost pads, you should be ending roughly just under, if not the same boost you were already on before. And then, as well, something I would say, when you see Nugget going like this, take a wider approach into the goal. Take a little bit of a wider approach. But yeah, it was a really good save. Good recovery there. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see this. I can see. So you didn't actually see Nugget until after you jumped, I assume. Yeah, okay, you already jumped, then that's only when you see Nugget. Okay. So this is definitely one of these scenarios where, ideally speaking, you could probably argue for both being like viable balls to go for. Like, you and Nugget could both go for this ball, which is why you both did. But I guess, as a rule of thumb, I would say that if you're the last man, which you are at this point, you should be aware of where your teammates are. So if you don't know where your teammates are and you're last man, that's a, you know, what if they're not where you think they are? Okay, see for a guess, he's not going to be on this ball. But we didn't know where Nugget was here. So at this point, you don't actually technically know whether you're last man or not, which I guess you thought you didn't. Maybe you thought Nugget was right behind you. So I would basically say what I would say is, I guess, check whether he's there or not. If you're in comms, then it's just whoever commed first should get this ball, I guess. Or commed fast enough. But yeah, I do understand why that double commit came out. Is a little bit unfortunate. Not too bad. You do have your teammates behind you. Deal with it. Okay. Mechanical whiff happens. There, we do kind of have to touch the ball here. Your teammates are in a really awkward spot here. We've left the ball too many times here. It happened here at first, right here. That fake right here, this you not going for the ball here, kind of opens up space for your opponents. That if there was one there, which there could have been, because you don't really see the right side of your screen here. There could have been someone there push in and actually shoot us on goal, which more likely than not, if they did put up a decent shot, would actually go in. You were late, and you noticed it because you kind of rushed for this right after, which is why you whiffed. You got a good save from Ferg here. And you do just have to touch the ball here. Either control it into the wall, or you have to read the ball right after, because we're playing too passive here, and we're just allowing the shot to come through when your teammates are in a pretty awkward spot. So that one I would blame you for it. Okay, we get back, get some pads as well. That's some good news as well. Okay, it's good by you. You would have had a good angle on the ball here, and we let Nugget go after we've already seen him go. Pass mid here. Not the greatest shot, but it's a mechanical error. Okay, nice that you at least try to cover the goal right before you go for the back boost there. Okay, we could kind of see that coming a little bit earlier, so we just want to make sure we react on that a little bit earlier, as soon as we see that coming. I don't actually know how this one actually went in. What happened? That play happened, you moved the wrong way. Yeah, you actually could have saved this. Here you're moving the wrong way. You're moving forwards when this is going into midfield to your opponents. You should be covering your own backboard here, not the sidewall. And I assume that's when your teammate stops trying again, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright. So basically, what I would say for you is, you know, you looked pretty not very confident in these games, so maybe it's not the best display of your skills here, but and maybe that's due to you playing in Champ 2 3s and you're not quite being used to this, because you're more used to high level 2's gameplay, not so much in 3s, to my knowledge. But generally speaking, I would definitely say getting used to collecting pads, going to free play, using, you know, putting that infinite boost meter off, and actually trying to rotate first without ball cam out, but ball cam on. You try to, you know, get those rotation lines in without using ball cam. The rotation lines I'm referring to are these. These are very, very important. This line right here, got the same one but the other way, and it actually goes across to the other net as well. They're very big rotation lines that you can see here. These are extremely important. You've also got one right down the middle that you can take, and then go wide to go back post, depending on the scenario, of course. But yeah, that would be a very big thing to do. And then after you do it without ball cam, try to do it with ball cam, so you're actually looking away from the play, and whilst looking away from the no, actually, sorry, pardon me. You can also then do it with ball cam on, so when you're looking at the play away from the boost pads, you already recognize, you can see where you are on the map, you know where the boost pads are without even looking at them. So yeah, it all, just generally speaking, will give you an easier time maintaining your speed of play, really, so that you're not always awkward on zero boost, unsure of what to do, because that's something you've done a lot And then something else I would say is definitely sometimes to stop moving forward when the play could go really, really wrong, and you have to be on defense when it does. Because right now you're taking like almost like 0 to 100 chances where like the ball will never go where you're going to. Like you're playing offensive in a situation where it just will practically never go there. So there's no real point in you going there. Like when you're going into midfield when Nugget's dribbling, you know, that's fine because Nugget can pass it to you by flicking it over to the other side. So that's fine, right? You can do that, absolutely. Depending on, you know, how you think your teammate has been playing as well. You can obviously adapt that mid game. But when your teammate is trying to clear the ball when the ball is going into the midfield in the air, you know, there's more often than not the opponent is probably already up. So your teammate doesn't have a free ball forwards. So that's really one of those times where you really can't go forwards. So even if it does go forwards, and this is why I call it a 0 to 100, even if it does go forwards and you're there, there's also a really good chance that there's an opponent where the ball is going even then, because you can actually see the opponents. You're like right under the ball. The ball's going forward. You're trying to catch up to it at that point, right? So yeah, again, even when it does go forwards, your opponents probably still have an easier time going for it because they can see you. You can't see them, so you don't know where they are, but they know where you are. So again, just not very efficient positioning in that sense as well. So yeah, all around, that's the biggest thing I would say. Those two will, if you practice on those two things, you will improve massively in the game mode, and that's not even anything mechanical. So purely decision making wise, you could definitely get to C2 with just practicing those two things, and some of the other mistakes that we pointed out as well. So yeah, you could really improve at a really fast rate, I would say, if you really take this analysis into account and you know, take your own analysis into account as well. So yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the analysis for Matrix, the Champ 2 3's gameplay, and yeah, thank you for watching.